A huge New York Yankees move is incoming as something big is brewing for the Yankees with trade season fully underway and an MLB insider revealing that the Yankees have some serious plans and things are about to get crazy in New York with multiple trades being on the table for the Yankees and multiple moves being prepared for trade season and for the trade deadline, as Brian Cashman has already been very honest that they are going all out to try to make this team as good as possible to make a World Series run this year, and we're going to break all that down. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Yankees Digest. It's Chris here. We're going to jump right into things as always. If you guys are part of that 75% that's not subscribed to Yankees Digest, we got daily videos like this every single day. We got the latest and best Jets updates that you do not want to miss out on. We're having a bunch of fun on this channel. Me and Alex have a bunch of great videos planned for the future as well with you guys. We're also going to get some duos going at some point as well. But let's jump into it, guys. There's a lot to go over right now. As we know, Brian Cashman made it very clear in a press conference that, well, he made a few things very clear, but one of them was that Anthony Volpe's the long-term starting shortstop, and considering they drafted two shortstops, and also the fact that, you know, George Lombard Jr. exists, means that's probably not going to be happening. But he also did say they are going all out in trade season. They want to get as many talented players onto this roster as possible, and we know that's at multiple positions. Now, we know the Yankees, specifically Cashman, are very open about how you can never have enough pitching, something that Brian Hoke, key Yankees insider for MLB.com, has confirmed multiple times, also saying that he agrees wholeheartedly with Cashman, and that knowing Cashman and everything that he does, it is easy to expect the Yankees will be adding pitching to this team, both in the bullpen and definitely with the starters. The Yankees do not have a clear-cut number one Yankees right-handed starter right now. They have two great lefties who are all-stars in Max Fried and Carlos Rodon, and those two are going to be the top two pitchers when we enter playoff baseball. However, imagining the Yankees are there, which I do expect them to still make the playoffs, but on top of that, your third arm right now feels like Luis Gil, who has not pitched a game all season long. Clark Schmidt was great before going down with the injury that is leading to Tommy John surgery. And outside of that, you don't really have another arm. You can use Marcus Stroman, but I highly doubt they're going to use him in the playoffs considering the inconsistencies he's had throughout his Yankees tenure. Cam Schlittler is very new and is probably not going to be put into that position unless he ultimately had to be because of certain situations with the Yankees. I imagine they'd just start Yarbrough over him and a few other names as well, like, you know, Will Warren, for instance, but Warren's had the elevated ERA. We know the Yankees very, very much fancy some new pitching onto this team, and there's been a lot of names that have been linked to the Yankees thus far, but Jon Haymon made it very clear that it's hunting season in New York, as it feels like the Yankees will do something big, according to Jon Haymon. Now, Haymon said it multiple times that he does expect a lot out of the Yankees, and the guy who we're looking at right here, none other than Zach Gallen, has been linked to the Yankees a ton recently. Now, Gallen's had a poor season. However, Haymon revealed a very, very interesting trade proposal that most Yankee fans, I believe, do seem to have interest in, which, shout out to Fireside Yankees for mentioning it. As they put it, Jon Haymon proposed a mock trade that would see the Yankees receive both Eugenio Suarez and Zach Gallen at the trade deadline. The Yankees would receive right-handed pitcher Zach Gallen and infielder, specifically third baseman, Eugenio Suarez, in exchange for Cam Schlittler, that's a really hard name to say, and then Cade Smith and Brock Selvage. So the Yankees would be dealing off prospects to the Arizona Diamondbacks, who have had a rough season soon after having to deal or having made the World Series. However, some injuries and just some other issues have sort of put them in a difficult spot right now, where it feels like a quick kind of blow up for guys like Suarez, like Gallen, who don't have a ton of contract control left. The Diamondbacks could get something back for them. Now, I have a few thoughts on this trade, but first of all, I would accept it if I'm the Yankees. There is a lot to worry about in regards to Zach Gallen specifically, but we'll get into all that. I mean, effectively with Gallen, we're looking at the stats here. Like, I think you guys understand my concern that I haven't even said yet, because I imagine you guys all have the same one. His ERA is a 5.40. He's 7-10. He's got 115 innings pitched, 10 strikeouts, 110 strikeouts, a whip of 1.374, and it's just all worse than his career averages. He's an average of 3.55 ERA, and that's because these last few years things have taken a turn for the worse with Zach Gallen. I'm not going to say worst because I do think he can get it back, but things have definitely taken a turn for the worse because this is just not the Zach Gallen that a lot of people kind of have gotten used to at this point. But we've seen this for a bit now with Gallen. I mean, throughout his career, obviously he was in Miami for 4 seconds, but like, he's been with the Cardinals, the Arizona Cardinals. Are you kidding me? I have football in my mind. Garrett Wilson just signed a contract extension with the Jets. I'm hyped. But he's been with the Arizona Diamondbacks, and I mean, when he came in 2019 and he first got there, his first season totally in 2019, he had an under 3 ERA for a while until that 2021 year, which felt like an outlier, especially after having a 2.54 ERA the following season in 2022. In 2023, he made his sole All-Star game despite having a more elevated ERA with the 3.47, and then he had a 3.65 last year, and now he's jumped up to a 5.40. So things have been rough. The whip, he did in 2022 lead the National League in whip, walks, hits, innings pitched, and it was under 1. But now things have taken a turn, and right when he's hitting free agency too, there's a lot of concern following Zach Gallen, someone who just 2-3 years ago was viewed as one of the best pitchers in the MLB. So the Yankees would be taking a huge risk that Gallen can get it back with them. After the last few years, he's shown that maybe he's slowing down earlier than most guys do. I mean, he did start a bit younger, so there's a chance that his prime was just a little bit earlier than most people's, and that is something that fans should definitely feel some level of concern towards. Now, in regards to Suarez, he's a great player. Maybe not the contact hitter they were looking for, but he adds a ton of power. He's got 31 home runs already. He's got a 250 batting average, an OPS of 889, a 142 OPS plus, and a slugging percentage of 5.6, not of .569. I don't know why I struggled right there to say that, but we're going to blow right past it, or push right past, I should say. Because look, he's been good. Suarez has been good. He's a good fielder. He's not going to make your jaw drop, but he's a good third baseman. He could field third base properly. He's got some surreal power. He's got a good arm. He has everything you need for a third baseman. And yeah, again, he's not a contact hitter, but he's got some serious power in that bat, and that's something that we should be excited about as well. So I do like the idea of Suarez, don't get me wrong. Again, I think that when it comes down to a trade like this, I'm still convinced the Mariners are going to swoop in and offer more because they need more hitting outside of the 1.5 bats that they have. So I am counting Cal Raleigh as 1.5 bats as well, just to make things ultimately clear here. But he's been great. I'm going to give Cal Raleigh his flowers. I know that there's a little bit of the rivalry between Raleigh and Judge, but Judge is going to win MVP, and it's cool to see a catcher do this. So I'm going to support Cal Raleigh in this moment. And also, it's fun to watch great players in all sports. So I don't know. I don't really... I'm hard-pressed to find an athlete I'm not a big fan of unless they play for the Houston Astros or Boston Red Sox. Even the NBA, it's... the Knicks don't really have any real rivalries that I care about opposing players. But when it comes down to it, it feels like there'd be a team like the Mariners or just someone else who has better prospects and would offer more. Now, the Yankees in this situation are offering prospect number 8 in Salvage, number 10 in Schlittler, and then number 14 in Cade Smith. So these are interesting prospects. Now, Smith is in rookie ball, Schlittler is in the MLB right now, and Salvage is at AA Somerset with the Patriots. So it's guys at a few different levels who would give the whole chunk of pitching prospects to the Arizona Diamondbacks, who will be losing or potentially losing Zach Gallen, and also, I mean, they'll get Burns back eventually, and that'll help them. But they do get some pitching prospects in there for 2 guys who have expiring contracts upcoming, and because of that, it is an interesting deal. I just do think more is going to get offered. However, I do expect the Yankees to go out there and make some big moves come the trade deadline. I'd be shocked if they didn't. I don't think this is going to be what happens, though. I don't think this is the move that's going to happen. Who do you guys think they're going to end up trading for? Let me know in those comments down below. Like this video, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Have a great day, guys, and go Yankees.